up, YouTube? It's your girl DaniByDemand coming at you with another banger video. Today I'm gonna be telling you how to get a job at a bank, how to become a banker, and how to keep your job at a bank. My experience with a bank was very short-lived. I did not stay there for that long, honestly less than 4 weeks. But I still was able to get in and do some of the training and see how things work. So I wanted to share my knowledge with you guys. How I got the job, I saw that they were hiring. One of my friend's sisters works there, and they were like, hey, if you know anyone, they're hiring. So I was able to get my application pulled. Now, first was the phone call, and that came from headquarters. And then after the phone call, which they asked basic questions like, why do you want the job? What made you pick this specific bank? What can you bring, to the table, really? And stuff like that. You say, like, for me, I say, I like to bring things of value. I like to bring value to the team. I like being an asset. After you do the phone call, they're going to ask you to come in at the specific branch that you applied for. So I went in, I talked to the branch manager, and I interviewed with her for about 30 minutes. For this specific bank, she did not ask me anything about banking. I had no background in banking, right? But I'm a hard worker and I have a background in a lot of things. So I feel like I'm a well-rounded person and I'm easily trainable when it comes to things like that. So she more so asked me about my personal life, what I like to do, like what kind of person, she asked me what kind of character I have, asked me examples to show her of what kind of character I have. So that I felt like was different, more so told her what kind of a person I am, what kind of a person she's hiring, besides like, I'm a hard worker, I'm going to be here, every day, never be late type thing. She wants to know, who am I? Who is this person? Well, after that, I believe I got a phone call the next 2 days that I was hired, and then I wouldn't be starting for another week or so to make sure everything went through. So when you get hired at a bank, they do background check, they do credit check, they do drug testing. So if all three of those pass, then you're in, which luckily I passed with all flying colors for all three of those. And then when you start on the teller side. So you'll be starting on the teller side, and that's the people that you go to when you go to the bank. You go up to the teller window like, hey, I want to withdraw, deposit, cash out, whatever. They're also the people that handle the drive-through situation. They do that. So once I started my first day, they actually had me in training. So they're going to have you do modules. Everything is high tech now with banking. So they're going to have you do modules at a computer, training for basics like what to do if a burglar comes in or robber, whatever, what to do when scammers come in and they try to play it off, what to do in like certain situations, just so you have that knowledge under your belt. So when you get behind the banker or the teller line, you have some sort of knowledge. And so after that, I was behind the teller line and I was in training. So I was shadowing. So I was watching how these tellers do their job. So to be successful at a teller window, you have to learn quickly. Again, high stress environment. You have to learn to multitask and do a lot of things at once. What I learned about banking is that everything is online now. So if you have someone in front of you that says, hey, I want to deposit $1,000, you need to ask for their ID, and they have like this whole login system on their computer where you search up their account. Essentially, you log everything on the account online while you're doing the transaction and have your drawer there. So I felt like that was a little stressful for me, just because I've never done banking before. So it was a lot of new things to learn. But I'm sure with all the training you guys have, you train for about 3 to 4 weeks. So the first month you are training and you aren't alone. So I think that is very helpful. Everyone has their own codes for all the safes and all the vaults. So that is to make sure like no one's sharing codes, no one can log in under someone else and steal. There's cameras everywhere. So if you're thinking about stealing, you're not going to be able to. Literally, there's cameras every single like corner. Also, if you're on the teller side, you can't have your phone out, just for safety reasons. You know, if you have your phone out by money, you can take pictures, you can, you know, send stuff. So you really can't have your phone out, and they were a stickler for that. Definitely was a stickler. You really can't have your phone out. And as a millennial, you know, I needed to have my phone, so I was able to get away with it just because I was in training. The bank that I worked at was really nice. It was a smaller bank, so it wasn't a huge chain, but they had about maybe 5 or 6 branches in my state. But no, they don't have any, like, they're not like Chase, they're not Bank of America and stuff like that. Once you complete training, you will be on the teller line by yourself, as in there will be at least 2 or other women there with you, but you're working by yourself, helping customers by yourself. And then after about 6 months, maybe to a year of doing the teller position, you're able to move to the other side of the bank, which means you get a desk and a like mini office, and you'll become a banker. So you'll be able to help people open up their account, maybe help them with fraud, anything that requires more than just depositing, withdrawal, and cashing out, you will go to them. And then after that, you work your way up to branch manager, all of that. So I think that, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory once you get into the banking world. I learned with being a teller, you are able to bring like maybe little snacks and foods, really not too much. The people I worked with, they brought like sunflower seeds. They might have had maybe like chocolates or a snack, and they were able to go to like the back room where a vault is, and they could eat there. But you really shouldn't be having that much food, like no sandwiches or like lunch, but like little snack foods, you're able to bring that up there. Hand sanitizer. They had a lot of cleaning supplies because handling money is really nasty, so they were always cleaning. There was mints and there was dog treats for the drive up, so I thought that was pretty cute. I hope this video was helpful and gave you tips on how to become a banker, to become a bank teller, and to be successful there. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.